Okay, so for the beach tour, let's start off with the rail section beach. It's just the pathway to that. You can just see is just behind me. This is a fantastic beach. There's a beach bar there, lots of places in the shade. Anyways, let's go take a look at it. Okay, so they got the little sign up here, exclusive for the rail service guests. Yeah, it's about 8 o'clock in the morning, so this is pretty early. So I don't expect there'll be too many people down here. Just checking out the tide. I think if I recall, the tide's usually pretty high right now in the morning and then kind of goes out by the end of the day. Well, let's take a look at the rail service bar area. We've got the toilets here. You see the beach down there.
Hey, how are you?
Hola. You see we've got some rums up here with the football match on. Oh, good selection of some Havana Sudden and some of the spiced rum. Excellent choice. And this is what's really nice. There's the view from up here. You see all the papas down there. It's a reasonably, I'd say a smallish beach, but there's not many people here, so you've got lots of space. It's pretty calm. There's a reef fairways out there, so even when it's a bit windy or wavy, it's quite calm close by. Yeah, it must be quite early. I don't see. Usually there's a beach attendant out here that'll get a chair for you and pull it up under the palapas here. But got here too early, I guess. Anyways, you can see there's a fair number of these palapas set up. And they've got little kind of mini tables there. You can put your bags on to keep them out of the sand. So there's a fair number of spots here, and you can see the sand here is beautiful. It's nice and flat, nice and soft. Now the beach the beach part doesn't go out that far. I would say, certainly what I like about this is there's really good snorkeling. If you swim out maybe 15 minutes, just along the side here on the right, you can see some really good fish and coral. And there's a bunch of other spots here you can go to see the fish and coral. But I'd say the sand, like up where the chairs are and that, it's fantastic. But yeah, you can't go in that far. Maybe, I don't know, 20, 30 feet, and then it starts getting into the grass and coral area. So, but it's fine. You can walk in your bare feet. No issue. You can't go out that deep and walk this. It's also a function of where the tide is as well. When the tide goes out, there's less you can do. You can see it's a relatively small beach. So if you want the long beach walks, you're not going to get it at this beach. But there's a fair number. Like there's lots of shade here. Yeah, we would like this. This is where if we're coming to the beach here, we usually spend the mornings at the beach and then afternoons by the pool. We really like hanging out on the spot. All right, so let's we got another set of stairs to come up here. And pretty well back when we started, there's the other set of stairs that go down next to the pool bar here. Okay, well that's pretty well the end of the Royal Section Beach. We'll go check out a couple of other beaches and see what you think of those ones. Okay, just behind me is just a small kind of private beach. I call this the Cabana Beach because the cabanas are just right in front where I'm looking, and it's like probably 20-30 feet to get from the cabana down to this small little beach here. Anyway, all right, so here's the cabanas I was talking about. There's a couple right here, and you can just take a little walk down here. So you can't get much closer to the beach than those couple of cabanas that are right next to them. Oh, I think there's like maybe 5 or 6 cabanas altogether. They're all very close to this beach. I don't think it really matters which one you get. I don't think it's difficult to book them. They generally seem to be not utilized when I've been here. You can see there's some steps down here. Somewhat steep, but there's a handrail here, so no problem. You can see it's quite small. Well, one of the beach guys maintaining, sweeping up the little bit of grass that seems to come up every day. Now, I certainly never noticed an issue of mounds and mounds of seaweed that you often see in Mexico or Punta Cana these days, but look at a little bit of seaweed here, but nothing these guys can't handle each morning. Just sweeping it up by hand is it's not an issue. You see, there's a couple of beach chairs over here. Generally, I don't generally see too many people hanging out here. There's no service or anything, but I think it's a pretty nice view here. Okay, let's go check out some more beaches here. Okay, I'm just standing outside the spa beach, so I'll just swing the camera around and we'll take a look at that. All right, so just to orient ourselves here, this is just the entrance to the Royal Service area, and here's the path that comes by. The spa is just up on the right there. And so you would come from the regular section, you would just come past the gym, past the spa, and just before the entrance to the Royal Service, just make a left turn on this path here, which is seems to be partly a maintenance a path for the vehicles that come in and need to service the spa. And there's also this tiny hidden in the trees path that will take you down to the spa beach. Now, you don't have to be having a spa day to use the beach. Anyone could just come down here and use it, although it's not that convenient from a location perspective, so there doesn't tend to be a lot of people here. When I've been here before, there's usually maybe a couple of people at most. So if you're looking for a kind of a private beach experience, this is a good spot for that. So you can see it's not particularly big. The spa is just over in this direction here. I'll have another separate video where we kind of walk through the spa and you get an idea what that's like. It's a beautiful spa. You can see it's a little bit windy here. Hopefully you can hear my voice over the wind. And you can see there's a couple of chairs set out here. There's a couple of people here. This is not a bad spot to go snorkeling too. There's a few people will head out here. Just kind of head out straight, and off to your left there's some good snorkel spots. Okay, let's turn around and walk back. So it's pretty small, but it's the sand here is beautiful, and it's a good spot to launch to go snorkeling. All right, thanks for checking this out. Okay, I'm just standing outside the pathway here that leads down to the main beach here at Paradisus. So I'll just spin the camera around and we'll check out the beach. So I'm just looking down. Here's the one of the stairways you can take down. I'm going to take a slightly different path, and we'll check out the little beach bar and restaurant. You can see it's pretty low tide now. You can see a lot of kind of exposed rocks there. Normally be covered in water at higher tide. It's a pretty calm day. It's like I think 8 o'clock in the morning, so not too many people down here. See, they've got some lights set up here. Occasionally they'll set up a special dinner down by the beach here. I've never done that, but I have seen people doing that. So upstairs they've got some food and such up there, and looks like it's closed. Yeah, I guess the bar probably opens a bit later on, but they've got some beer and such down there. Okay, so we're basically just entering the beach here. Oh, I should also notice, point out, they've got some washrooms right down by the beach. I know a lot of people ask about that, so they're pretty convenient to the beach if you need to use the washroom. Now the sand up here is really nice and soft. This is really nice quality sand. But you can see out there in the water, there's a bit of coral there, so you've got to come down here a bit if you want to get in bare feet. So what I've done before, if you want to go snorkeling, is you head down here a bit. You can kind of see some buoys in the water there. Is the best way to get out. Then swim back. You can see there's a fair number of palapas set up here, little tables, and they've got the beach chairs are stacked there. As a beach attendant, when you come, he'll come and drag a chair out for you and set it up in the shade for you. Yeah, so most people, if you want to come down and just wade into the ocean, you want to come down here a bit more, where there's the sand goes all the way out pretty deep. This is further, just a bit down here a bit. Look over here, you can still see it's a bit dark. That's where the coral's kind of coming through, which is nice if you want to do snorkeling, because you'll see some of the smaller fish will be in close to the shore, but really the most interesting coral and fish are just going along the whole cliffside there. Is really a good spot. And here's this lagoon. It empties out into the ocean. Generally happens like the May or June time frame, where they get a lot of rain. And a couple of years ago when I was here, well, you can see a little bird there. He's doing some fishing. See if I can get a little bit closer to him before he takes off. Must be some kind of a fishing bird, I'm guessing, by the long beak and the fact that he's hanging out in a lagoon. It's a beautiful bird. I've got someone is like fishing in the background there. I'm not sure, I don't see a fishing rod. I don't know. Maybe he's got some kind of net. I don't know what he's doing. Anyways, what happens when you get a lot of rain here, this lagoon will fill up and eventually will burst through the sand here. If you check out my video from about 2 years ago, you'll see that the first couple of days we were here, the sand went all the way across, and then the next day, there was basically a river coming from the lagoon into the ocean, which was pretty interesting. And here's the kind of water sport hut here. We've got some sailboats, paddle boats, kayaks, etc. So they'll let you borrow those like no charge. Now, of course, the sailboats, just the staff is gonna pilot those. They don't let the guests drive the sailboats, unfortunately, or probably fortunately. Most people would end up tipping it or something. So this is usually where most people hang out. There's the sand goes out pretty far here, and there's not much in the way of coral. Okay, well, I think that's the end of the kind of main beach here, Paradisus. Thanks for checking in. And I've got a number of other videos about Paradisus, my stay here. So definitely, like, subscribe, and you'll see the other ones when they come up. Thanks.